Hi guys, Chris here with Super Savvy Travelers. Hey, I wanted to do something a little bit different today. You know, I got a message on our comments that somebody was like missing our tours, and I understand that. But for reasons into which I will not go, I have not been able to tour here in Calabria for some time. That may change, it may not. But I thought, you know, what was it you liked about the tours? I thought what you might have liked were the ideas about how to renovate some of these places, how you can do some quick fixes or a total redo and have a beautiful, beautiful place for not very much money. So I picked out a wonderful property and it's very inexpensive, and I'm going to go through it room by room and tell you what I would do to fix it up and make it beautiful. Okay, so the house I chose for today's little tutorial is in the heart of the historic center of Sangineto, and it's got very good access, which I like a lot, very close to the main square. Sangineto Historic Center is not far from the sea, but it's tucked into the hills, so you have a beautiful view of the mountains and the sea from this little house, and it's very cute. Now, this house is 50 square meters. Technically, it's 1 bedroom, 1 bath, but you could change the dispensation. However, I'm going to not really go over that too much, as I'm going to go over what's there and how you could take what's there already and turn it into something really spectacular. So let's get started with the front. Here you can see the front door and the front stoop there. Now the front stoop has some tiles on it, some terracotta tiles, which are kind of characteristics, and they're not bad. What I would do, of course, you've got mold or moss growing there. It's not mold, I think it's more likely moss. Anyway, a little bleach takes that right off. Now you can see here that the facade needs to be redone. And I'll tell you that here in southern Italy, especially along the sea, where it's so humid, it is very difficult to keep stucco on the side of your building. It's difficult. The rain comes in and everything, you know, we have huge rainstorms here. There's humidity from the sea. And, you know, in some of these historic centers, in the areas that don't get direct sunlight, you get a lot of moss and things building up. So what I would do with this particular thing here in front of the door is get some cladding, get some sort of finto stone, fake stone, and put it all over the outside like a tile. And it will keep it from getting moldy, and you won't have to keep replacing the stucco every couple of years, and it will really take care of that problem. So that's what I would do there. Make it so pretty too, by the way. Okay, so here's the entrance here, and you can see you're coming in from the historic center and you're walking right into the kitchen / soggiorno area down below. Now, if you look closely, you can see that the tiles are the old marble chip tiles, which basically came in around 1960s. When I first got to Italy, I was like, oh, I love those tiles, they're so pretty. But, you know, I'm kind of over them now. They're 1960s, they're not, you know, really antique or anything like that. They tend to be a little dated looking. And if you're looking at reselling the property at some point, or being able to if you need to, I would swap them out and put something else down there that's a little bit more modern or a little more characteristic, like the terracotta tiles that you see, sort of the light colored pinkish ones. They're very nice, they're easy to clean, they hold up really well, and they're great for resale value because they always look new. So I would do something like that. Or if you love those tiles, you can get them all shined up and prettied up and make them look really, really nice. Now the kitchen that's in there right now, of course, you're going to want to swap it out because it's one of them super old ones that, you know, you got to get rid of it and get a new kitchen. Now, new kitchens are you could get a really nice new kitchen for about 2,000 euros here and have it be modern and beautiful and everything else. Now, this is a nice big space here. One thing I do want to say is electrics. You have to look at the electrics, and in an apartment or house this age, I would assume that you have to redo the electrics. Because even if you go in and the lights turn on and everybody's happy, you're going to find that when you start digging into it, there are things that you don't really want to see. In fact, when I was in Mola, you know, we're like, oh, the electrics are great. Look, the lights come on, they turn off, we're all good. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's great. And I had the electrician come over and I said, there's something going on with the electrics. And he looked at the box and he says, Signora, ho paura, I'm afraid. He was afraid of our electrics. That's how bad it was. I'm like, oh dear, please fix. So just assume that you're going to have to do it. And if you don't, that's a pleasant surprise. Now here you have what looks like the entry, and you got the bathroom off the entry. You can see the bathroom door is open and there's a little toilet peeking out and waving hello. Now you can see that the walls are peeling. So that could be several different reasons. Of course it's moisture, but what kind of moisture is it? Is it moisture because the place has been closed up for years and nobody aired it out? Is it moisture just because it just is, because it's years old and it's been a long time since it's been painted? Or is there a leak somewhere? So the first thing I would look at is there a leak somewhere? And I'd get a proper person in there, like an architect or geometra, to look around and see. Now, just to let you know, roof tiles and things can get misplaced and various other things can happen, causing leaks to come in. Pete has a drone and he is very, very adept at it. So if you want us to drone your roof and have the architect look at the roof as we drone it before you make a purchase and before you make an offer, we certainly can do that. You can contact us. It is a service that we provide. Now here's the fireplace. Many times these fireplaces work well and they're great. I would have it inspected and cleaned and then just use it as a fireplace because it's very nice. Another thing you can do is you can look for a pellet stove insert, and I'll tell you, a pellet stove will heat up that entire area and probably make it too hot. Now here you can look out and see the balcony and it's just gorgeous. That view is stunning, you guys. But those doors, let me tell you about those doors. They look like they're made of wood. The doors and windows in this house, made of wood, probably single pane. And I will tell you from experience that they tend to rattle when the wind comes through and you can feel every single breeze through them. I would replace them. They have these beautiful new windows that are double paned and they're made of PVC and they're called fintoleño, which is fake wood. They're absolutely beautiful, super solid. When you shut the door, you can't hear anything outside. If you get that and your shutters, you're going to be in real good shape even when there's the worst storm happening outside. Of course, you're going to want to repaint the interior of the house, and repainting here in Italy is not just repainting, it's replastering. So it's a bit more of a thing than just slapping on a coat of paint. You want to hire a professional for that because they know how to do it. And it usually makes all the difference in the world. Now here's the bedroom, and what's catching my eye is the view out the bedroom with those beautiful mountains. And the bedroom is quite massive. You can see that there's a matrimoniale bed in there, a giant armadio, and another bed. So you've got a lot of space there. And again, the railings in the balcony, you can look out and see. Many times they're fine. I would have somebody look at the underneath part to see if there's anything that needs to be done on that. Maybe paint the railings. I don't know if you like the tile. If you don't, you can have that redone. I'm one for leaving things as they are if they're functioning and you can live with them and you like them. I say leave it as it is. Now the bathroom, let's talk about this bathroom, because you could look at it and go, oh boy, that's a bathroom. Well, it is a bathroom, but it's also a wet room. And you know how I feel about wet rooms. I can't stand them because normally everything is wet. Your towel, your underwear, your toilet paper, everything gets wet because guess what? It's a wet room. Now, this one is not bad though, because they put the shower in a different area than the toilet. Many of the wet rooms, the shower is right above the toilet, which I don't understand. But this one has its own little area of a shower. So all you had to do, if you like the tile on the floor, is you could put in a little piece of glass or something like that that keeps the water from going everywhere and have a normal shower. You can take down those tiles that are somewhat dated and put up new beautiful tiles, put up a nice sheet of glass up there, and have a beautiful shower. Now, if you wanted to replace the floor tiles, I would put in a nice pretty shower pan and put in new floor tiles. And if you did that and put new wall tiles on, you could have a perfectly beautiful bathroom. The sanitary, which is the toilets and bidets and things like that, are cheap and easy to put in. A new sink fixture with drawers that's more modern would be beautiful. And then a flat mirror with a little light over it. So it's just a very beautiful, very simple bathroom that really, really works. Now from here you can see you have room for a toilet, but no bidet. So you can get a butt gun, and a butt gun is one of those hoses that you put next to the bathroom, and then you just, shoot your butt with it, which can be very effective if you don't have a lot of room for a bidet. So there you go. That's what I would do just based on the pictures. And again, I'm not an architect, geometra, or engineer, but Pete and I have renovated tons of houses both here in Italy and in the US. So we've kind of been down this road before. And this is what I would do. As with everything, please check with the correct professional, but this place has a ton of potential. See you soon, guys.